Hey! Anybody out there?
Barret! I think I hear him up ahead.
Hey!
Here
Can
goes.
anybody hear
And
me?
push!
Marlene. Marlene. Marlene! Marlene! Biggs! Wedge! Jesse! God damn it! God damn you! God damn you all! Marlene. Marlene.
It was us. We did this.
No. You can't think like that.
Yeah, you didn't
Whatever
make it
came
happen.
before it was Shinra that pulled the trigger today. Am I right?
Yeah.
Hold on to this anger, okay?
Barret. Marlene's fine.
Huh?
Aerith found her.
Aerith. Is that the girl they took?
Yeah. That's her.
What the hell's going on?
I asked Aerith to find Marlene and take her somewhere safe.
And she did? You sure? Hey, where you going?
I would have said something while you were crying and hitting that wall, but I'm the moody protagonist. And now to really emotionally take you out of the scene, let's figure out what the heck's going on with our map and our inventory. Interesting. There's a whole other way over there? There's a whole other way right there. But that was blocked off, right? The way behind me was blocked off. I'm also going to equip some things here that I've been wanting to do, but I just haven't done yet. Mostly because this game doesn't play like a normal RPG. It's weird to say, where it's like, you go to a place, and then you can grind out XP, and then you can go fight a boss. This is like, sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Because I don't know what's going to happen, I've tried to be consistent in what I keep on my characters. Like, okay, I know what I'm going in with. I imagine this next part is not that. And since I know kind of where we are in the story, this is probably a good point to start pounding out some of these extra things. What do we get? Okay, I'm going to switch him back up to... No, we're going to keep... I'm going to switch him back to this. And we're going to get his abilities for this. And we're gonna give him materia and all sorts of stuff. The Shinra Bangle, we can do better. We can do better. I think. Hell yes, we can. So while we're sitting here messing with all this, because it's probably terribly boring to watch, let's talk about what happened last time. At the end of that last episode, okay, those ghosts were actively attacking and holding back your friends. They were preventing you from doing stuff, right? And I can understand how in the context of just those scenes, it's like, oh, the ghosts are bad, they're attacking you. I can understand that. But in the scenes in the church, the ghosts help Cloud and Aerith escape, and then block off certain paths, forcing them to go the way they go in the original game. And then you have the ghosts at the beginning, which I think forced Aerith to meet with Cloud. If you think about it, she was standing in the middle of the street and it forced their meeting. I think they are in some way either like the spirits of time, or I don't quite know. It reminds me of the infinite dragonflight in World of Warcraft. I know, bear with me. But actually, you know what? It reminds me of how we deal with the infinite dragonflight. So the infinite dragonflight is the bronze dragons from the future that have been warped and twisted because their leader has seen the, like, end of time. And he knows how it all goes down, and he is obsessed with a course correction, with fixing these terrible things, but in doing so, wipes out pretty much your reality. And so the dungeons and things you do in the game are like, we need to make sure that the orcs invade and start a war. We need to make sure that this terrible thing actually does happen. We need to make sure that this one event occurs, instead of changing it, which would change the course of all of history. And so you're sent back by the current good bronze dragons to stop them, their future selves, from changing things. And I wonder if, in this scenario, the ghosts are like the players in WoW, in which they're trying to keep the story going the way it's supposed to go. I just realized that Barret hasn't even been in the party forever. Oh my god. So we've got a lot to work with here. Like that. I mean, just like that. So, going back to the previous discussion, I don't know what all of that means for the story exactly, right? I don't know what's about to happen, right? But what I do know is that Aerith knows something, and she tries to communicate with those things. She tries to reason with them. She also seems to know, like, she knew what was going to happen with the plate, right? I'm not stupid. I'm not reading into it. When she was having that conversation with Tifa, she was literally like, hey, you know, I try not to think about it. Like, she knew that was going to happen. Soon in the story, the main story, we'll see that Aerith has powers, but I don't know. I'm not going to speculate yet. I guess we'll just have to see. All right, let's go over to Tifa. We'll do the same thing, and we'll try to make this quick. I'm trying to think if there's anything else left to say on this. I mean, obviously, we should talk about Cloud at some point. I don't know what to say yet, though. I think that the scene where Cloud falls into the church, and there's a scene where he talks to himself, and then Sephiroth shows up. There's something there with that, but I recall that that scene takes place in the original, but without Sephiroth. I don't remember him being there, although I don't know. I could be wrong, which is why I haven't said anything yet. But that scene is weird, but I don't think it's connected to the ghosts weird. It's weird because it hints at what Cloud's problems are, and Cloud is a character who has a messed up backstory, we'll say. I don't want to spoil things, but it's messed up, and all of these things about him that you're seeing are hints about what occurred to him in his past. I will simply say the way he acts, his sort of aloof nature, his inability to handle emotion, is because the dude is stunted. Something happened to him that sort of cut himself off from emotional growth. Unlike Tifa, who is kind of the adult in the room, but grew up with him, if that is any sort of comparison to make. Don't worry, I'm almost done. Just going through the motions here, trying to figure out what I want to do. I will say that I loved that Barret lost his glasses. And when the glasses came off, you could see the emotion in his eyes. That was great. I think what they're doing with this game is fantastic. I'm enjoying myself tremendously. Hopefully you are too. When we're not doing stuff like this. Reduce debuff duration. Oh, that's fine. Let's do HP up. And that reminds me, if we're gonna mess around with this, actually, hold on. If we're gonna mess around with this, fire, bio, air, cure, regen, use steel, assess targets. I want to keep that. Let's go. You know what, bio, you're great, but I want to try this. Refocus. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. We'll try it. I think I got a thing for Chadley, right? Might as well just do it while we're here. I'm gonna check. I know. I'm just gonna check just to be sure. I feel like this is one of those we come back to the area later on because it's the park. I mean, right? It's a famous location. It has the slide. Even though I feel like I've explored the area, who knows? Who knows what it looks like now? So I simply cannot get over this. Alright, maybe it's on the other side. Maybe through the other side I can get there. Long way around. Or it's just gone. Because it is destroyed. So I had to check. It was on the map. You know me.
How could this happen? I didn't really think that...
Come on, dear. We gotta keep moving.
What the hell is going on?
When is help going to arrive?
I wouldn't count on this.
This wasn't an accident.
I said, where you going?
Aerith's house. It's in the Sector 5 slums.
And that's where Marlene is?
Where we hope she is.
Tell me she is. Give me something to hang on to. Even if she's not, I won't blame you for it, I swear. Who am I kidding? I'd probably try to tear your head off.
Hey, Tifa. Know anything about ancients?
I know I've heard of them at least.
They come up in planetology books. Meant to be the original stewards of the planet. Could even commune with it, talk to it and stuff.
That must be why the Turks wanted her so badly.
Within my veins flows the blood of ancients. This planet is my birthright. You have failed again, I see. But through suffering, you will grow strong. Isn't that what you want?
It's nothing. Let's go.
I don't know that I'm ready to make a call on what Sephiroth is or is up to or whatever in this game right now, but I will say Tifa not seeing him is fascinating, because either he's all in Cloud's head or he's like the ghosts, and you either have to touch or interact with him in order to start seeing him.
Hey, pretty crazy, huh? Can you believe this mess?
You doing all right?
I am, but I can't say the same about my birds. Poor things are scared half to death. Gotta calm them down somehow.
Got any greens?
It's like there's a hole in the sky.
Hey, Wark, Quay, dude. Gotta calm him down somehow.
Someone popped the lid off our world.
Carts ain't running right now.
Whoa, someone forget a plate?
Are you okay?
What was it? An attack?
Wait. Over there.
What the hell are they doing here?
Their jobs, probably. Just focus on seeing Marlene again. Nothing else.
Actually, while we're here, I know it's probably totally unimportant and doesn't matter. But
Did you find what you were looking for?
Thanks to you, I did.
Good. Now never let it go again.
thank you? Now I'm like, am I missing other people?
Hey there, we're a pharmacy, but we stock other stuff too.
What you got for me? Sold out. A bunch of stuff sold out. Ethers. What if I buy a bunch of them? You know what? Speaking of earning money, sell items. What the hell would they be under? AI course. That's what I'm looking for, baby. That's free money right there. Cool.
Thanks a bunch.
Thank you, item vendor guy who I'll never return to. All right, so for sure I'm not going this way. Okay.
Found them? We're searching the compound as we speak, sir.
I was hoping to go see Chadley and all that.
Let's find a place to take refuge.
Well, this is a fine mess.
How bad is it here?
Compared to Sector 7, we're doing fine. But that's hardly an accomplishment. However, did it come to this?
Is it true that Sector 7's pretty much destroyed?
You guys run into Jesse at the pillar?
Yeah, Biggs too. They were both in pretty bad shape. But Wedge wasn't up there with them. He got out.
All right.
Damn, they don't even know.
Come on now. There's no need to be afraid. We're all scared.
I've been thinking, y'all. We gotta go find the others.
Huh?
If we don't look for them, who will?
Right.
Hey, Cloud. Gonna need your help with it, too.
Right.
So there's the special path. I believe this leads us back.
The plane, it's really gone. My ears are still ringing from it.
This is Sector 5, right? So where's this place you said Marlene is?
Where I think she is. It's a house on the other side of town.
Well, come on then. Pick up the pace.
I'm going as fast as you are.
Oh, the TV. There you are, dude. Okay, so check out what Chad has. Make our way.
Cloud, I'm glad to see that you're okay. In these trying times, I hope to develop new materia to help us endure.
Cool. First strike. Ah! Are you telling me I could have had that most of the game and that's... Well. Well.
Cloud, I've come up with the most fascinating theory. Perhaps you can lend me your assistance in gathering data to test it?
New battle intel is available.
I have to tell you that I'm grateful for all of your help thus far. I've done it. I've developed a new materia.
Learn and use enemy skills. Oh, I'll buy it. Don't know when or how I'm going to use that.
To receiving all of your future battle intel submissions.
Or to use it on, but what I am going to do is we're going to here, and then we're going to here, and damn. Well, damn. Steel, you're great, and one day I'll get you back. But what if? We just do this. And I start with the ability to just wail on people early on? That is a steal. How did I... Oh. I can only imagine the comments. Are the orphans okay?
You feel that quake? The bookshelves were all like...
It was crazy.
Yeah, they're okay.
My heart is still pounding.
That's the house.
Marlene! Marlene! Where's Marlene? Is she here?
Barret!
Sorry, I'm Barret. Marlene's my little girl. Marlene, she's got short hair. She's cute as a button, with the heart of an angel. She was wearing, pink. She was wearing a pink dress today.
Upstairs.
Huh? Oh.
I said she's sleeping.
That's how you walk around this household,
I want to see
mister.
her too. Come on, let's go look in on her.
Keep it down. Don't wake her. Maybe you should join your friend upstairs.
Marlene, my baby. Thank God.
Shh. Shinra has my daughter now.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm the one who asked her to go get Marlene. We'd only just met, but she was so kind and helpful. I took advantage of her.
It's not your fault.
Yeah, stop blaming yourself, Tifa.
It was only a matter of time before she ended up back there.
Because she's an ancient. That it?
So she told you about that. She must trust you all a great deal. Yes, Aerith is an ancient. Probably the last one living. She's not my daughter. Not by blood, I mean. If that's what you were wondering. About 15 years ago. My husband, he'd been shipped off to fight on the front lines. But then I received a letter saying he'd be home for a bit. So when the day came, I went to the station to meet him.
We're gonna flashback? Oh my god.
But he didn't come. I couldn't help fearing the worst, even then. But I told myself his leave must have been postponed, that he'd been delayed. Every day I went, to wait and to pray. And that's how I met her and her mother. I thought maybe they'd run away from Wall Market, or that they were topsiders fallen on hard times. I'd seen that sort of thing a lot. Take Aerith somewhere safe. Those were her mother's dying words. My husband had been away for so long, and I was lonely. So I convinced myself the safest place for the girl was with me. It took no time at all for her to start feeling like family. She was a real chatterbox. She told me strange stories. Like how she and her mother had escaped from some sort of facility. And how she wasn't sad because her mother had just returned to their planet.
Their planet, huh? Yeah, that sounds about right.
I didn't understand any of it at the time. When I asked if she meant one in the sky, she said no. This one, right here. I mean, what can you say to that?
Mommy, don't be sad.
That's what she said to me one day, out of the blue. So I asked her, what's wrong?
A man you really, really loved just died. His heart came a long way to say goodbye. But he couldn't stay because he had to return to the planet.
I didn't believe her, of course. And then, a few days later, I received a letter saying my husband had been killed in action. Things like that, she'd just know. It was a lot to deal with, but we were happy. And then came the knock.
Coming! No! Go away!
you know you're not just any little girl. You're a descendant of the ancients.
I had no idea what he meant, so I said, "Who are the ancients?"
They were the original stewards of the planet, whose boundless knowledge and wisdom shall guide us to the promised land. Some believe the promised land to be a myth, others an allegory of sorts. But we take the words of the scriptures at face value and believe it to be quite real. Which is why Shinra would like very much for Aerith to help us—
You're wrong! I'm not an ancient!
But Aerith, even when you're all alone, don't you hear voices whispering secrets?
No, never!
But all three of us knew that wasn't true. That man knew exactly who Aerith was, where she'd come from, and what she could do.
They knew where she was, but they didn't just take her? Doesn't sound like the Turks I know.
She had to come willingly, otherwise it wouldn't work, they said. That's why, even if they did take her away, I'm sure she's still being treated like a guest. And that they'll send her straight back home once they get what they need.
I doubt it.
You're not planning anything, are you? Don't make things worse than they already are. If I lost her too, I don't know if I could ever. Just don't.
Cloud, maybe she's right about this. Maybe they'll let Aerith go when it's all over. Maybe we'd be better off waiting a little while.
Let's head back to Sector 7. Got things to take care of. Like checking up on the bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before we do, really quickly just gonna turn around.
Take care of yourselves now.
Alright, now that everyone is caught up, especially those of you who have never played this game before, and you know a little bit more about Aerith, let's talk about her. I feel like this scene in the original sets up the fact that Aerith is special. There's something about her, there's something about the abilities she has, she's more than just a flower girl. In this game, I think it does the same thing there. But
the main entrance to Sector 7 is buried under rubble now. So how are we supposed to get back inside?
Underground passage in the park.
Good plan.
But how do we get to the park?
I know another way to get there. Aerith showed me before.
This ancient girl knows her stuff. Didn't mean anything by it.
There was this rumbling, and then all of a sudden...
So what I was trying to say before the plot happened there is that I think that scene is a diversion in this game. In the original, it was a plot device to tell you what Aerith was about. In this one, I think it's being done similarly to tell you what Aerith is about, but also to divert you from the fact that something is drastically different in this version of the game. There's something about Aerith that does not check out right now. I know if you played the original, I know if you're an OG player, you feel it too. Something's wrong.
My ears are still ringing from it.
This kind of thing isn't supposed to happen.
Over there.
Alright, let's keep moving.
Oh wow, the enemy that was here is gone? So what does that mean for the rest of this place? I guess we'll find out. These guys aren't.
Okay, let's go!
Y'all see this nonsense? Oh my god. Disorder! Is that the ability? Woo!
Get ready. That's that. See ya.
I love how he swings! I love how he just swings. That's so cool.
Worked up a good sweat.
Ridiculous. I just need to remind myself to keep using everyone's abilities.
It's blocked. There, that way. We'll have to fight our way through.
The way you already are.
That's our only shot.
Wow, they're just like, here, have a thing. I don't know what that voice in this song's supposed to be, but it just sounds like Pikachu. Like, Pico, Pico. I don't think Pikachu goes Pico, Pico, but it's what it sounds like. Ooh, okay, here we go.
Won't take long.
Abilities. Ring. Do I know what ring malls are? You know what? Assess.
Too bad.
Oh my god, that guy's about to feast on me. Okay, they become stronger sometime after battle starts, but they will return to normal after taking a certain amount of damage. That is so incredibly undescriptive.
Take the lead.
All right, watch and learn. Back in the lift. Stay down now.
All set.
Dive kick. Boom! Oh my god, that guy got wrecked. Don't flee, don't flee.
Bring it.
Abilities. Dive kick again. Cool.
You're good at this.
Told you so.
Oh boy. Okay, we've got two directions. Let's go here. This seems like the cut, right? Nope. No, no. What the hell are those things? What? What is this bizarre ass look? Okay.
Come on.
Let's find out what you are.
Let's do it right.
Enemy skills we learned from this monster. Okay, you know what? All right, lessons were learned. Lessons were learned from that steel fight where I didn't run, and I probably could have. We're gonna make a slight change. Let's go here. Refocus, totally useless right now. Does not serve a purpose, except for maybe possibly using it at some point. But this gives you a chance to learn certain enemy techniques. The abilities can be only used... I assume equipment refers to both, but I'm worried it's referring to defensive things because I need to get hit with it. So I'm not going to take any chances. Hello, boys. I saw you did like a stun thing, so I'm going to try to like get out of that stun. Abilities. Disorder.
It's on you.
All right, watch and learn.
Abilities, focus shot on the guy who's already beat up.
I'm counting on you.
Dive kick. There you go, girl. There you go.
Taking over.
And then you. How do I learn it? How does this work? Do they have to do it on me? Use your ability on me. Okay.
Guess it's my turn. You're up.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Was never in doubt.
So how does that work? Did I get it? What the hell does that work? Material equipment. We only equipped set to your equipment. These abilities can only be used when the materia is set to your equipment. Techniques that you endured and use them as abilities. So I have to have endured them, which I did, I think. Is the key word here chance? That there's only a chance? I mean, I guess we keep moving forward and we see what other enemies are here and if those guys pop up again. Whoop, literally just like this.
No time for you.
Maybe I have to like, maybe there's a certain percentage.
Give me your best shot.
How'd you like that? Don't look now, but it's about to get real. Best of the list. Give them hell.
All set. There's no escape.
All right.
You're up.
Cloud, attack this guy.
Going in.
They didn't even like come at me. Oh, I'm confused.
Sloppy. Get ready. That's that. You're done. Hope you're ready.
I just want to see what that looked like with a baseball bat.
Worked up a good sweat.
My assumption is I have to be hit by the ability in order to learn the ability. That's the only way this makes sense, because I don't get it. It's just that it doesn't tell you what ability you need to be hit by. So I'm going in blind, hoping to get hit by a thing that I don't know what to expect the outcome to be. This is terrible. All right, I mean, I guess I'm going to take the time to grind here and see what's up and do some research. I'll be back.
You know, where's the payoff? Bring the strippers and booze! We do occasionally talk about video games. Bring the strippers and booze! Not enough time for video games. Bring the strippers and booze!
Oh, thank God, I don't need pants now.
Hey, JC! What are you doing? Not much. Making a fortune. It's a professional broadcast.
Yeah, now sing music.
It's a professional broadcast. Bring the strippers and booze! It's a professional broadcast. I'm here to ask and answer one simple question. It's a professional broadcast. You got